Property and Casualty Exam Prep Florida. Question 1. The HO-8 policy is designed for, Option A, new construction, Option B, older homes where replacement cost exceeds market value, Option C, renters, Option D, condominiums. The correct answer is Option D, condominiums. HO-8 is the modified coverage form for older homes, providing named perils coverage on an actual cash value or functional replacement cost basis. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 2. Symbol 8 in a business auto policy designates, Option A, any auto, Option B, hired autos only, Option C, specifically described autos, Option D, non-owned autos. The correct answer is Option D, non-owned autos. Symbol 8 covers hired, leased, rented, borrowed, autos. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 3. A contingent business interruption policy covers, Option A, the insured's own property damage, Option B, lost income due to damage to a supplier's or customer's property, Option C, only direct damage, Option D, employee injuries. The correct answer is Option D, employee injuries. Contingent by covers losses from damage to property of others that the insured depends on. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 4. A homeowner's policy's coverage provides, Option A, dwelling coverage, Option B, personal property coverage, Option C, loss of use, Option D, personal liability. The correct answer is Option D, personal liability. Coverage E is personal liability insurance. Question 5. Contractual liability coverage in a CGL policy covers, Option A, all contracts, Option B, liability assumed under certain defined insured contracts, Option C, only written contracts, Option D, only oral contracts. The correct answer is Option A, all contracts. Contractual liability covers liability assumed under insured contracts as defined in the policy. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 6. The CGL policies who is an insured provision includes all except, Option A, the named insured, individual or organization, Option B, employees acting within the scope of employment, Option C, customers on the premises, Option D, newly acquired organizations, for a limited time. The correct answer is Option C, customers on the premises. Customers are not insureds under the CGL, they are third-party claimants. Question 7. A bailee is, Option A, the owner of the property, Option B, a person or entity temporarily holding property belonging to another, Option C, the insurer, Option D, the insurance agent. The correct answer is Option D, the insurance agent. A bailee, dry cleaner, repair shop, has temporary custody of another's property and has a legal duty of care. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 8. Pollution liability insurance covers, Option A, all pollution, Option B, gradual and sudden pollution events, as the CGL pollution exclusion is broad, Option C, only sudden pollution, Option D, only government-mandated cleanup. The correct answer is Option A, all pollution. Pollution liability policies fill the gap left by the CGL pollution exclusion. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 9. A leader property endorsement covers, Option A, the insured's main building, Option B, lost income when a leader business, anchor tenant, that attracts customers is damaged, Option C, only retail stores, Option D, only manufacturing. The correct answer is Option A, the insured's main building. Leader property coverage applies when damage to a key business that attracts customers to the insured's location causes income loss. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 10. Other than collision, comprehensive coverage covers, Option A, collision with another vehicle, Option B, losses such as fire, theft, vandalism, falling objects, and contact with animals, Option C, upset of the vehicle, Option D, liability for injuries to others. The correct answer is Option D, liability for injuries to others. Comprehensive covers non-collision losses. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 11. The automatic coverage for newly acquired autos in a commercial auto policy, Option A, provides unlimited coverage, Option B, provides coverage for a specified period if the insurer is notified and premium paid, Option C, provides no coverage until endorsement, Option D, requires no notice. The correct answer is Option D, requires no notice. Newly acquired autos are automatically covered for a limited time, subject to notice requirements. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 12. The aggregate limit in a liability policy is, Option A, the per occurrence limit, Option B, the maximum the insurer will pay for all covered losses during the policy period, Option C, the deductible. Option D, the premium. The correct answer is option D, the premium. The aggregate limit is the total maximum payout for all claims during the policy period. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 13. A drive other car endorsement extends coverage for, option A, any vehicle the insured drives, option B, the named insured to drive non-owned vehicles not otherwise covered, option C, only rental cars, option D, only business vehicles. The correct answer is option C, only rental cars. This endorsement provides coverage for individuals who do not own a vehicle but regularly drive others' cars. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 14. A binder in insurances, option A, the full policy, option B, a temporary contract providing immediate coverage until the policy is issued, option C, a rejection of coverage, option D, a cancellation notice. The correct answer is option C, a rejection of coverage. Binders provide temporary coverage pending issuance of the formal policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 15. Truckers coverage form is designed for, option A, businesses that own trucks but are not for hire carriers, option B, for hire trucking companies that transport goods for others, option C, only local delivery, option D, only private passenger vehicles. The correct answer is option C, only local delivery. Truckers forms are for motor carriers transporting property for hire. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 16. An endorsement to an insurance policy. Option A, cancels the policy. Option B, modifies the policy's terms, conditions, or coverage. Option C, is the original application. Option D, is non-binding. The correct answer is option D, is non-binding. Endorsements, riders, amend the policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 17. Functional replacement cost is, option A, replacement with identical materials. Option B, replacement with modern, functionally equivalent materials. Option C, the same as market value. Option D, actual cash value. The correct answer is option C, the same as market value. Functional replacement cost allows for repair or replacement with modern materials that serve the same function. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 18. Endorsements to a property policy. Option A, cannot change the policy. Option B, add, delete, or modify coverage in the policy. Option C, are always optional. Option D, never affect the premium. The correct answer is option D, never affect the premium. Endorsements, or riders, modify the standard policy form to meet the insured's specific needs. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 19. The primary purpose of an insurance policy is to, option A, offer a guaranteed profit to the policyholder. Option B, restore the insured to their approximate financial position before the loss. Option C, eliminate the occurrence of catastrophic events. Option D, serve as a long-term investment vehicle. The correct answer is option B, restore the insured to their approximate financial position before the loss. The principle of indemnity ensures that insurance restores the insured to their pre-loss financial condition, without profiting from the loss. Question 20. Collision coverage pays for, option A, fire damage. Option B, upset of the vehicle or impact with another object. Option C, theft. Option D, vandalism. The correct answer is option B, upset of the vehicle or impact with another object. Collision covers rollover or impact with another vehicle or object. Question 21. The CGL policy's supplementary payments include, option A, the judgment amount. Option B, costs taxed against the insured, prejudgment interest, and reasonable expenses incurred at the insurer's request. Option C, the deductible. Option D, attorney fees for the insured's personal attorney. The correct answer is option D, attorney fees for the insured's personal attorney. Supplementary payments cover certain defense-related costs in addition to limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 22. The threshold in a no-fault state determines, option A, the minimum premium. Option B, when an injured party can sue the at-fault driver, based on injury severity or monetary threshold. Option C, the deductible amount. Option D, the policy limit. The correct answer is option B, when an injured party can sue the at-fault driver, based on injury severity or monetary threshold. Thresholds, verbal or monetary, determine when a tort lawsuit is permitted in no-fault states. Question 23. The damage to premises rented to you limit in a CGL policy is typically, option A, the full policy limit. Option B, a sublimit, commonly $50,000 to $100,000. Option C, unlimited. Option D, the same as the general aggregate. The correct answer is option C, unlimited. This sublimit caps fire legal liability for rented premises. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 24. The vacancy clause in a property policy typically, option A, provides additional coverage for vacant buildings. Option B, suspends coverage for certain perils if the building is vacant for more than 60 days. Option C, has no effect on coverage. Option D, reduces premiums for vacant buildings. The correct answer is option A, provides additional coverage for vacant buildings. Vacancy, absence of people and contents, for 60+ days suspends coverage for perils like vandalism and water damage. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 25. The PAP excludes coverage for option A, personal use of the vehicle. Option B, racing, speed contests, and use of the vehicle to cause intentional harm. Option C, commuting to work. Option D, running errands. The correct answer is option C, commuting to work. Racing and intentional acts are specifically excluded. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 26. A commercial property policy's causes of loss basic form covers. Option A, all perils unless excluded. Option B, a limited list of named perils. Option C, only fire and lightning. Option D, all risks. The correct answer is option C, only fire and lightning. The basic form covers approximately 11 named perils. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 27. A hit-and-run accident is covered under which PAP coverage? Option A, collision for property damage, for bodily injury if the driver is unidentified. Option B, only liability. Option C, only comprehensive. Option D, only medical payments. The correct answer is option B, only liability. Covers by from hit and run, collision covers vehicle damage, with deductible. Question 28. The pollution exclusion in a commercial property policy. Option A, covers all pollution losses. Option B, excludes loss caused by the release of pollutants unless caused by a specified cause of loss. Option C, covers gradual pollution. Option D, is optional. The correct answer is option D, is optional. Pollution losses are broadly excluded with limited exceptions for specified causes of loss. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 29. The replacement cost endorsement for personal property. Option A, pays actual cash value. Option B, pays the cost to replace without deducting for depreciation. Option C, pays agreed value. Option D, pays market value. The correct answer is option B, pays the cost to replace without deducting for depreciation. Replacement cost on contents removes depreciation from the settlement. Question 30. The CGL policies who is an insured provision includes option A, only the named insured. Option B, the named insured, employees, and certain other persons and organizations. Option C, anyone who is injured. Option D, only corporations. The correct answer is option D, only corporations. Insureds include the named insured, employees, for acts within scope, and certain additional insureds. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 31. Betterment in auto physical damage claims means. Option A, the insurer pays for upgrades. Option B, the insured may be charged for the increased value when old parts are replaced with new. Option C, the insurer pays more than the claim. Option D, the premium increases. The correct answer is option D, the premium increases. Betterment is the increase in value when worn parts are replaced with new parts. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 32. An appraisal clause in a property policy is used to, option A, determine the premium. Option B, resolve disputes over the value of damaged property. Option C, assess the insured's credit score. Option D, determine liability. The correct answer is option A, determine the premium. Appraisal is an alternative dispute resolution process where each party selects an appraiser. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 33. The personal and advertising injury definition in the CGL includes option A, bodily injury. Option B, false arrest, malicious prosecution, libel, slander, and copyright infringement. Option C, property damage. Option D, physical injuries only. The correct answer is option C, property damage. Personal and advertising injury covers non-physical offenses. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 34. Debris removal coverage in a property policy. Option A, is never included. Option B, pays for the cost of removing debris after a covered loss. Option C, covers only earthquake debris. Option D, is the same as pollution coverage. The correct answer is option D, is the same as pollution coverage. Debris removal coverage is typically included as an additional coverage, subject to policy limits. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 35. An additional insured endorsement. Option A reduces coverage. Option B extends coverage to another person or organization for liability arising from the named insured's operations. Option C cancels the policy. Option D increases the premium without adding coverage. The correct answer is option A, reduces coverage. Additional insured status extends liability protection to parties with a business relationship to the named insured. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 36. A transportation coverage form covers. Option A real estate. Option B goods in transit. Option C buildings. Option D stationary property. The correct answer is option C, buildings. Transportation floaters cover property while it is being transported. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 37. The no benefit to Bailey provision means. Option A Baileys receive full coverage. Option B the policy does not benefit a Bailey who is not a named insured. Option C Baileys have no liability. Option D the insured is a Bailey. The correct answer is option C, Baileys have no liability. This provision prevents a Bailey from benefiting from the insured's policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 38. A commercial articles coverage form, inland marine, covers. Option A real estate. Option B scheduled, high-value items such as fine arts, jewelry, and cameras. Option C automobiles. Option D inventory only. The correct answer is option A, real estate. Commercial articles floaters cover scheduled items of high value. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 39. Employer's liability insurance, Part 2, covers. Option A statutory workers' compensation benefits. Option B liability for work-related injuries not covered by workers' compensation statutes. Option C property damage. Option D automobile liability. The correct answer is option C, property damage. Employer's liability covers gaps in workers' compensation coverage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 40. The PAPS arbitration provision applies to. Option A all disputes. Option B disputes over the amount of damages under UM/UIM coverage. Option C coverage disputes. Option D liability disputes. The correct answer is option B, disputes over the amount of damages under UM/UIM coverage. Arbitration is often used to resolve disputes about the value of UM/UIM claims. Question 41. A contract where the insurer's obligation to pay is contingent upon an uncertain event is known as. Option A commutative contract. Option B aleatory contract. Option C adhesion contract. Option D unilateral contract. The correct answer is option D, unilateral contract. An aleatory contract involves an unequal exchange of value. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 42. The other insurance clause in a commercial auto policy typically provides that. Option A, the policy is always primary. Option B, for owned autos, the policy is primary. For non-owned, it may be excess. Option C, no coverage if other insurance exists. Option D, all policies share equally. The correct answer is option D, all policies share equally. For owned autos, the policy is primary. For non-owned autos, the policy may be excess. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 43. The PAPS cancellation provision requires the insurer to. Option A cancel at any time without notice. Option B provide advance written notice of cancellation, with timeframes varying by reason. Option C obtain court approval. Option D notify only the agent. The correct answer is option C, obtain court approval. Insurers must provide advance notice per state law. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 44. A utility services endorsement covers. Option A business interruption from utility failure. Option B damage to utility equipment. Option C utility bills. Option D only power outages. The correct answer is option C, utility bills. This endorsement covers business interruption and property damage from interruption of utility services. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 45. An emergency adjuster is. Option A a permanent employee. Option B temporarily licensed to handle claims after a catastrophe. Option C a public adjuster. Option D an independent adjuster. The correct answer is option B, temporarily licensed to handle claims after a catastrophe. Emergency adjusters are authorized to handle catastrophe claims temporarily. Question 46. The financial responsibility law requires drivers to. Option A pay for their own vehicle repairs. Option B demonstrate the ability to pay for damages they may cause, typically through insurance. Option C own a vehicle. Option D have a driver's license only. The correct answer is option A, pay for their own vehicle repairs. Financial responsibility laws require proof of ability to pay for buy and PD cost to others. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 47. A hostile fire is, option A, a fire contained in its intended place, option B, a fire that leaves its intended place and causes damage, option C, a friendly fire, option D, not covered by insurance. The correct answer is option A, a fire contained in its intended place. A hostile fire escapes its intended confines, fireplace, furnace, and causes damage, it is covered. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 48. Conditional renewal means, option A, the policy renews automatically, option B, the policy is renewed with conditions such as increased premiums or reduced coverage, option C, the policy is cancelled, option D, no renewal is offered. The correct answer is option D, no renewal is offered. Conditional renewal imposes changes as a condition of renewal. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 49. The exclusive remedy doctrine in workers' compensation means, option A, the employee can sue the employer for additional damages, option B, workers' compensation benefits are the employee's exclusive remedy against the employer for work injuries, option C, the employer has no liability, option D, the employee must pay for their own medical care. The correct answer is option A, the employee can sue the employer for additional damages. In exchange for guaranteed benefits, employees generally give up the right to sue their employer. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 50. Which of the following best defines a pure risk? Option A, a situation involving the possibility of both loss and gain. Option B, a situation involving the possibility of loss or no loss. Option C, a situation involving the possibility of gain or no gain. Option D, a situation involving only market volatility. The correct answer is option A, a situation involving the possibility of both loss and gain. Pure risk exists when there is a chance of loss but no chance of financial gain. These are the only types of risks that are typically insurable. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 51. Garage liability insurance covers, option A, only the building, option B, auto-related businesses, dealers, repair shops, for liability from garage operations, option C, only customer vehicles, option D, only employee injuries. The correct answer is option B, auto-related businesses, dealers, repair shops, for liability from garage operations. Garage liability covers bodily injury and property damage from garage operations and the use of customers' vehicles. Question 52. A non-waiver agreement is, option A, an agreement to waive all policy conditions, option B, a document signed by the insured allowing the insurer to investigate without waiving policy defenses, option C, an agreement not to cancel the policy, option D, a waiver of premium. The correct answer is option A, an agreement to waive all policy conditions. A non-waiver agreement permits investigation while preserving the insurer's right to later deny coverage. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 53. The salvage value of a totaled vehicle, option A, belongs to the insured, option B, belongs to the insurer after they pay the total loss settlement, option C, is discarded, option D, is donated to charity. The correct answer is option B, belongs to the insurer after they pay the total loss settlement. The insurer takes possession of the salvage and deducts its value from the settlement. Question 54. A commercial property policy's your business personal property includes, option A, the building, option B, property owned by the insured and used in the business, option C, property of others only, option D, real estate. The correct answer is option B, property owned by the insured and used in the business. Business personal property is the insured's own business contents, including furniture, fixtures, equipment, and inventory. Question 55. An inland marine policy covers, option A, ocean-going vessels only, option B, property in transit over land and certain movable property, option C, real estate, option D, automobiles. The correct answer is option C, real estate. Inland marine insurance covers property that moves or is transportable, such as cargo, fine arts, and equipment. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 56. A hold harmless agreement is, option A, a release of all claims, option B, a contractual agreement where one party assumes the liability of another, option C, a settlement agreement, option D, a cancellation notice. The correct answer is option D, a cancellation notice. Hold harmless, indemnity, agreements shift liability from one party to another by contract. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 57. Coverage F of a homeowner's policy provides: Option A, personal liability. Option B, medical payments to others. Option C, dwelling coverage. Option D, personal property. The correct answer is option B, medical payments to others. Coverage F pays for medical expenses of others injured on the insured's property or by the insured's activities, regardless of fault. Question 58. The cancellation clause in a property policy typically requires: Option A, no notice to the insured. Option B, advance written notice to the insured, with timeframes varying by reason. Option C, immediate cancellation without notice. Option D, court approval. The correct answer is option D, court approval. Insurers must provide advance notice of cancellation. Timeframes vary by state and reason for cancellation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 59. Cargo coverage in a trucker's policy covers: Option A, the truck itself. Option B, goods being transported that belong to others. Option C, the driver's personal items. Option D, the trailer only. The correct answer is option C, the driver's personal items. Motor truck cargo covers the carrier's liability for damage to cargo. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 60. Extended business income coverage begins: Option A, when the physical loss occurs. Option B, after the business reopens and covers reduced income during the ramp-up period. Option C, before the loss. Option D, never. The correct answer is option C, before the loss. Extended business income covers the period after reopening when income has not returned to pre-loss levels. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 61. A claims-made liability policy covers claims that are: Option A, caused by an occurrence during the policy period, regardless of when reported. Option B, first made against the insured during the policy period. Option C, made at any time after the policy expires. Option D, reported before the policy begins. The correct answer is option B, first made against the insured during the policy period. Claims-made policies cover claims first made during the policy period, regardless of when the incident occurred, subject to retroactive date. Question 62. Personal property of others coverage in a commercial property policy applies to: Option A, the insured's own property. Option B, property of others in the insured's care, custody, or control. Option C, employee personal items at home. Option D, the building. The correct answer is option C, employee personal items at home. This coverage applies to property of others under the insured's care, custody, or control. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 63. A drive-in, camp, or restaurant exclusion in a commercial auto policy excludes: Option A, all restaurants. Option B, liability for serving food to customers in vehicles. Option C, only fast food. Option D, only coffee shops. The correct answer is option A, all restaurants. This exclusion may apply to businesses where customers are served in their vehicles. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 64. Actual cash value, ACV, is calculated as: Option A, replacement cost only. Option B, replacement cost minus depreciation. Option C, market value of the property. Option D, agreed value at policy inception. The correct answer is option D, agreed value at policy inception. ACV equals replacement cost, depreciation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 65. Liberalization clause in a policy means: Option A, the insurer can reduce coverage. Option B, if the insurer broadens coverage without additional premium, existing policies automatically receive the benefit. Option C, the insured can cancel. Option D, premiums increase. The correct answer is option A, the insurer can reduce coverage. Liberalization automatically extends improvements. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 66. Pollution coverage under a commercial auto policy is: Option A, broadly covered. Option B, limited or excluded, with a specific pollution endorsement available. Option C, automatically included. Option D, covered only for bodily injury. The correct answer is option B, limited or excluded, with a specific pollution endorsement available. Pollution from auto accidents may be covered, but broader pollution is excluded without endorsement. Question 67. In property insurance, at what point must insurable interest generally exist? Option A, only at the time of policy application. Option B, at the time of loss. Option C, when the premium is paid. Option D, both at application and at the time of loss. The correct answer is option C, when the premium is paid. For property and casualty insurance, insurable interest is required at the time of loss. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 68. A reciprocal insurance exchanges. Option A. A stock insurance company. Option B. An unincorporated group of subscribers who exchange insurance risks. Option C. A government insurance program. Option D. A type of health insurance. The correct answer is option D. A type of health insurance. Reciprocal exchanges are unincorporated associations where members, subscribers, insure each other. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 69. Market conduct examinations by state insurance departments review. Option A. An insurer's financial condition only. Option B. An insurer's sales, advertising, underwriting, and claims practices. Option C. Only premium rates. Option D. Only agent licensing. The correct answer is option D. Only agent licensing. Market conduct exams focus on treatment of policyholders and compliance with laws. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 70. The term adverse selection in insurance refers to. Option A. The insurer's process of selecting the best risks. Option B. The tendency for those with a high probability of loss to seek insurance. Option C. A method of calculating life insurance reserves. Option D. The termination of a policy by the insured. The correct answer is option C. A method of calculating life insurance reserves. Adverse selection is the tendency of high-risk individuals to seek insurance more actively than low-risk individuals. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 71. Symbol 7 in a business auto policy designates. Option A. Any auto. Option B. Specifically described autos. Option C. Hired autos only. Option D. Non-owned autos only. The correct answer is option C. Hired autos only. Symbol 7 covers specifically described, scheduled, vehicles. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 72. The standard homeowners policy, HO3, provides what type of coverage for the dwelling? Option A. Named perils only. Option B. Open perils, all risk, coverage. Option C. No coverage for the dwelling. Option D. Liability only. The correct answer is option C. No coverage for the dwelling. The HO3 provides open perils, special form, coverage for the dwelling and named perils for personal property. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 73. An equipment dealer's coverage form covers. Option A. Real estate only. Option B. Mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Option C. Buildings. Option D. Liability. The correct answer is option B. Mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Equipment dealers' forms cover the stock of equipment dealers, often on an open perils basis. Question 74. The CGL policy's expected or intended injury exclusion excludes. Option A. All injuries. Option B. Bodily injury or property damage that is expected or intended from the insured's standpoint. Option C. Only criminal acts. Option D. Only intentional torts. The correct answer is option A. All injuries. Intentional acts by the insured are excluded. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 75. The pair and set clause in a homeowner's policy means. Option A. The insurer pays the full value for one of a pair. Option B. The insurer pays the difference between the value of the pair and the value of the remaining item. Option C. No coverage for pairs. Option D. The insured must surrender the remaining item. The correct answer is option C. No coverage for pairs. The insurer has the option to pay the difference in value or repair/replace the lost item. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 76. A dishonest individual intentionally fakes a slip-and-fall accident to collect insurance money. This behavior is an example of A. Option A. Physical hazard. Option B. Moral hazard. Option C. Morale hazard. Option D. Legal hazard. The correct answer is option A. Physical hazard. Moral hazards arise from dishonest or fraudulent behavior by the insured. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 77. The concept of utmost good faith requires that both the insurer and the insured. Option A. Split commissions equally. Option B. Disclose all material facts honestly. Option C. Share the cost of all losses equally. Option D. Pay premiums on a monthly basis. The correct answer is option A. Split commissions equally. Insurance contracts are uberami fide, utmost good faith, meaning both parties must fully disclose all relevant information. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 78. The duty to defend in a liability policy means. Option A. The insurer must pay all claims regardless of coverage. Option B. The insurer must provide a legal defense against covered claims. Option C. The insured must defend themselves. Option D. The insurer only pays settlements. The correct answer is option C. The insured must defend themselves. The insurer has the duty to defend the insured against suits seeking damages for covered claims. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 79. The statute of limitations for filing a property insurance lawsuit is typically: Option A, 6 months. Option B, 1 to 2 years from the date of loss. Option C, 5 years. Option D, 10 years. The correct answer is option D, 10 years. The time limit varies by state but is typically 1 to 2 years as stated in the policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 80. The causes of loss, broad form adds which perils to the basic form? Option A, flood and earthquake. Option B, water damage, collapse, and falling objects. Option C, all perils. Option D, no additional perils. The correct answer is option D, no additional perils. The broad form adds perils like water damage, collapse, falling objects, and weight of ice/snow. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 81. Assigned risk plans for auto insurance. Option A, are for preferred risks. Option B, provide coverage to drivers who cannot obtain insurance in the voluntary market. Option C, offer lower rates. Option D, are optional for all drivers. The correct answer is option C, offer lower rates. Assigned risk plans are the market of last resort for high-risk drivers. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 82. Under contributory negligence, if a plaintiff is even 1% at fault. Option A, they recover reduced damages. Option B, they recover nothing. Option C, they recover full damages. Option D, the defendant is always liable. The correct answer is option B, they recover nothing. Contributory negligence is a complete bar to recovery. Any fault by the plaintiff prevents recovery. Question 83. An insurance contract is considered a contract of adhesion because: Option A, both parties negotiate terms equally. Option B, the insured must accept the contract as written by the insurer. Option C, only one party makes a promise. Option D, the value exchanged is unequal. The correct answer is option A, both parties negotiate terms equally. The insured has no input into policy language and must adhere to the terms written by the insurer. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 84. Towing and labor coverage in a PAP. Option A, covers major repairs. Option B, pays for emergency roadside assistance and towing. Option C, is automatically included. Option D, replaces collision coverage. The correct answer is option A, covers major repairs. Towing and labor is an optional coverage for roadside assistance. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 85. An insurance agent represents: Option A, the insured. Option B, the insurer. Option C, the state insurance department. Option D, the general public. The correct answer is option A, the insured. An agent represents the insurer and has the authority to bind coverage on behalf of the insurer. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 86. Fiduciary liability insurance covers: Option A, general business operations. Option B, breach of fiduciary duty in managing employee benefit plans. Option C, automobile liability. Option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option C, automobile liability. Fiduciary liability covers claims arising from mismanagement of employee benefit plans. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 87. The pollution exclusion in a CGL policy. Option A, covers all pollution losses. Option B, excludes bodily injury and property damage arising from pollutants, with limited exceptions. Option C, covers gradual pollution. Option D, is optional. The correct answer is option A, covers all pollution losses. The absolute pollution exclusion broadly excludes pollution-related claims with very limited exceptions. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 88. The Omnibus Clause, permissive use, in a PAP extends liability coverage to: Option A, only the named insured. Option B, any person using the covered auto with permission. Option C, only family members. Option D, only licensed drivers. The correct answer is option A, only the named insured. Permissive users are covered under the liability section. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 89. Rebating in insurances. Option A, offering a discount on the premium. Option B, giving a portion of the premium or something of value not specified in the policy as an inducement to purchase. Option C, illegal sales practice. Option D, charging higher premiums. The correct answer is option C, illegal sales practice. Rebating is illegal in most states as an unfair trade practice. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 90. What does the law of large numbers allow insurers to do? Option A, guarantee profits every fiscal year. Option B, predict future losses more accurately. Option C, insure against catastrophic events only. Option D, eliminate the need for underwriting. The correct answer is option D, eliminate the need for underwriting. As the number of similar exposure units increases, insurers can more accurately predict the statistical probability of a loss. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 91. Part A of a personal auto policy, PAP, provides option A, medical payments coverage, option B, liability coverage, bodily injury and property damage, option C, uninsured motorist coverage, option D, physical damage coverage. The correct answer is option C, uninsured motorist coverage. Part A is liability coverage. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 92. Bad faith in insurance claims handling means option A, making an honest mistake, option B, unreasonably denying or delaying payment of a valid claim, option C, denying a claim with a valid basis, option D, prompt payment. The correct answer is option B, unreasonably denying or delaying payment of a valid claim. Bad faith can result in extra-contractual damages against the insurer. Question 93. Part C of a PAP provides option A, liability coverage, option B, medical payments coverage, option C, uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage, option D, physical damage coverage. The correct answer is option A, liability coverage. Part C is uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 94. The commercial auto policy's limit of insurance section states option A, unlimited coverage, option B, the limits shown are the maximum payable regardless of the number of vehicles, insureds, or claims, option C, per vehicle limits only, option D, no aggregate limit. The correct answer is option A, unlimited coverage. The limit is the maximum payable per occurrence. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 95. An intervening cause in negligence, option A, has no effect on liability, option B, breaks the chain of causation, potentially relieving the original negligent party of liability, option C, always increases liability, option D, is the same as proximate cause. The correct answer is option A, has no effect on liability. An intervening cause may be a superseding cause that relieves the original actor of liability. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 96. Products liability under a CGL covers option A, premises injuries only, option B, bodily injury or property damage caused by defective products sold by the insured, option C, only food products, option D, only recalled products. The correct answer is option D, only recalled products. Products liability covers injury or damage from the insured's products. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 97. Water damage from a burst pipe is generally covered under homeowners policies because option A, it is considered flood damage, option B, it is sudden and accidental, not a gradual leak, option C, all water damage is covered, option D, it is excluded. The correct answer is option C, all water damage is covered. Sudden and accidental water discharge from plumbing is covered, gradual leakage and seepage are typically excluded. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 98. Telematics, usage-based, auto insurance. Option A, uses a fixed premium based only on credit score. Option B, uses driving data, mileage, speed, braking, to determine premiums. Option C, ignores driving behavior. Option D, has one rate for all drivers. The correct answer is option D, has one rate for all drivers. Telematics programs monitor driving behavior and adjust premiums accordingly. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 99. Self-insured retention, SIR, in an umbrella policy is option A, the same as a deductible in the underlying policy. Option B, the amount the insured must pay before the umbrella policy applies when the loss is not covered by underlying insurance. Option C, the premium. Option D, the aggregate limit. The correct answer is option A, the same as a deductible in the underlying policy. SIR applies when a loss is covered by the umbrella but not by any underlying policy. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 100. Employment Practices Liability Insurance, EPLI, covers option A, workers' compensation claims, option B, claims alleging discrimination, harassment, wrongful termination, and retaliation, option C, general liability, option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option C, general liability. EPLI covers employment-related wrongful acts. In this rotation, C is correct.